In the early 2000s, luxury automakers jumped headfirst into the SUV market. Cadillac, Lincoln, and Mercedes-Benz weren't just dabbling, they were dead serious. What followed was a new breed of premium utility vehicles blending toughness, comfort, and status. In this archive comparison, we pit the 2002 Cadillac Escalade, 2003 Lincoln Navigator, and 2002 Mercedes ML500 against each other to find out which luxury truck truly leads the pack. The luxury SUV segment exploded thanks to increasing demand for stylish, feature-rich vehicles that offer status, capability, and comfort. Buyers weren't just looking for rugged utility anymore, they wanted power, refinement, entertainment, and prestige. Cadillac, Lincoln, and Mercedes answered that call with high-end SUVs loaded with premium features. The 2002 Cadillac Escalade shared its platform with the Chevy Tahoe and GMC Yukon but added a potent 6.0 LV8 all-wheel drive and a computer-controlled suspension. Mercedes ML500, weighing in significantly lighter, featured a 5.0 LV8 and agile performance, more akin to a luxury sport coupe. The 2003 Lincoln Navigator, freshly redesigned, introduced independent rear suspension and a power-folding third-row sedan SUV innovation. All three deliver on space, power, and creature comforts, but their size can be a burden. While the Mercedes' smaller frame helps in city driving, the Navigator and Escalade offer park sensors for assistance. Fuel consumption is another issue. Each drinks premium fuel with EPA numbers averaging 12 to 17 mpg. Under the hood, the Cadillac's powertrain was a favorite, smooth, powerful, and quiet. Its 6.0 LV8 pushed the Escalade from 0 to 60 in 7.45 seconds. The ML500 was quickest at 6.85 SE, and while the Navigator lagged at 10.0 SE, its transmission was a step up from its predecessor. The ML's slight high-pitched whine while coasting was its only powertrain nitpick. Braking performance was solid all around. The Lincoln surprised everyone with a 129 ft 62 0-stop, beating out the Escalade and ML500 at 132 feet each. These trucks showed that even heavy SUVs can stop confidently when equipped with modern brake tech. Handling differed notably. The ML500 was sportiest and quickest through the slalom. The Escalade felt nimble for its size, while the Navigator still felt big. Despite its new rear suspension and steering setup, through cones, ML hit 55 miles per hour. Escalade followed at 54.0, and Navigator wasn't far behind at 53.8 miles per hour. Off-road performance was mostly limited by size, though all three impressed in snow and mud. The Escalade's WD used a viscous coupling with a 38/60 front-rear torque split. Lincoln's control track offered selectable modes including the ML500 system included traction control, low-range gearing, and a 48/50 torque split, aided by brake-based slip regulation. These SUVs use truck-style full frames, giving them strong towing capacity. Cadillac leads at 8,500 pounds. Lincoln follows at 8,300, and the ML500 trails with 5,000 pounds. Ride comfort was a highlight. The Escalade earned the nod for best ride quality thanks to its computer-controlled shocks and self-leveling rear system. The Navigator improved drastically over its predecessor, absorbing bumps with grace thanks to air suspension and 8 tires. The ML500 favored firmness for better control but felt jittery on broken pavement. Interior appointments varied. The Navigator's spacious interior impressed with innovative features like power running boards, adjustable pedals, and the easiest-to-use third-row seat. The Escalade wowed with its Bose sound system, wood and leather trim, and detailed trip computer. The ML500's interior, though dated, felt sportier and was laid out efficiently. Third-row seating was more practical in the Navigator, which had the roomiest and most comfortable layout. The Escalade's was split-folding but tighter. The ML500's optional third row was tight and suited for children only. Infotainment and navigation also mattered. Cadillac's OnStar offered emergency assistance, while Mercedes' GPS system was the only true in-dash nav system among the three. Cargo space, Escalade, and Navigator led the pack. ML lagged with over 20 cu-feet less capacity. Safety features were strong across the board. Escalade offered StabiliTrak, side airbags, and OnStar. Navigator added the safety canopy headliner airbags and the ML500 matched them with its own curtain airbags, traction, stability control, and Mercedes Teleaid system. When choosing a winner, it's about priorities. The Mercedes ML500 was the driver's SUV, agile, fast, and refined, perfect for buyers who don't need maximum space or towing. If those things matter more, the Navigator and Escalade become the focus. The Navigator brought new tech, better handling, and luxurious details, but the Cadillac Escalade outshined it all. Smooth ride, quiet cabin, capable performance, and sheer presence made it the standout. It's no wonder it became the SUV of choice for celebrities and trendsetters. So, what does this comparison really tell us? These weren't just luxury SUVs, they were declarations. Declarations of what their brands believed luxury meant in the new millennium. The Cadillac Escalade, in many ways, was the boldest voice. In the room, it didn't whisper luxury, it shouted it. With chrome teeth, booming V8 power, and tech-laden swagger. Cadillac took a truck platform and refined it to a point where it didn't just compete with European names, it became a cultural icon. From red carpets to music videos, the Escalade wasn't just transportation. It was a symbol of having made it. But the real magic of the Escalade wasn't its looks or celebrity status, it was how well it backed that image up. The ride was smooth, the power plentiful, the interior plush, and the experience seamless. In an era where prestige was often skin-deep, Cadillac delivered depth. The Lincoln Navigator, meanwhile, was the response of an old titan reinventing itself. With its independent rear suspension, air ride comfort, and tech innovations like the power-folding third row and running boards. It showed that Lincoln wasn't content to just play catch-up, it wanted to leap ahead. And in many ways, it did. The Navigator offered serious space, solid ride refinement, and luxury appointments that gave it a fighting chance at segment dominance. But despite its impressive upgrades, there was still a lingering sense that it was playing a more conservative game, trying to improve quietly rather than revolutionize loudly. And then there was the Mercedes ML500, both a wild card. Smaller, sportier, and imbued with that distinctly German engineering flair, the ML didn't try to win on size or brawn. It was the athlete of the trio, the one you'd want to drive through mountain switchbacks or snow-covered roads. It didn't boast the same towing numbers or interior volume, but it had precision, poise, and punch. For those who didn't need to haul a small village, the ML offered a compelling, fun-to-drive alternative, proof that not all luxury SUVs needed to be giants to command respect. In the end, choosing between them wasn't just about specs or features, it was about values. Do you want prestige and power wrapped in a bold, unapologetic package? You're a Cadillac person. Do you prioritize innovation, comfort, and a softer sense of prestige? Lincoln's got you covered. And if your luxury tastes lean toward refinement, agility, and a driver-first experience, Mercedes is calling. Today, these vehicles are time capsules, snapshots of when the SUV became more than just a family hauler or utility tool. They became dreams on wheels. And among them, the Cadillac Escalade didn't just dream big, it delivered big. It wasn't just ahead of the curve, it was the curve.